You want to build a business online, but you're stuck. Too many ideas, too much noise, no clear path, but let me simplify it for you. There's 3 steps that actually work when starting from zero, and I'm going to walk you through each one like I'm sitting across the table from you. And I've used this with clients, I've used this with friends, I've used this with people that claimed that they had nothing to offer, and it works. And this stuff made me over 7 figures online in my business with just one digital product doing a little over 900K. So no fluff, no guru fantasy, just the game plan. Let's get into it. This stuff works if you work it, and it's only going to take me about 5 minutes to break down these 3 steps. So if you don't have 5 minutes to spare, then you just obviously hate money. And it's mind-boggling to me the amount of people that hate money that watch content about how to make money. Like, it makes absolutely no sense. But look, the first step is that you need to pick a pain that pays. Don't start with what do I love, start with what sucks for people right now, and that's how you get paid. Every profitable business is just a solution to some annoying problem. So if you want to find an annoying problem, you can just do this. You can go on websites like Reddit, look and see what are people complaining about all the time. You can go in Facebook groups. You can go on YouTube comments. You're on YouTube right now. YouTube is a tool. Use it. Look for complaints. Look for frustrations. Look for gaps in information in the comments. On informational or educational videos, there are going to be content gaps that the creators aren't covering. Look in the comments on YouTube and see where those information gaps are so you can fill them. Look at the frustrations that people are having. Look for the problems that people are having. Search "I hate doing blank" in the search bar, or search "why is blank so hard" in the search bar. I use the search bar in YouTube as a research tool. And outside of that, you can use a website called answerthepublic.com. It's free. What Answer the Public does is that you can type in any industry, any niche, into the search bar, and it gives you back all of the top search questions that people are searching for the answers for each and every single day. And that right there will show you in real time the complaints, the frustrations, the information gaps that people are searching for each and every single day about a particular subject. And something that I've done along my entrepreneurial journey is that I've isolated those painful problems for myself, and I solved those problems for myself, and then I sold the solution to other people that were going through those same pains that I had overcame. That's a gold mine as well, and that's how you can maybe mix in something that you love with a painful problem, so you're actually doing something that you're passionate about. And at the end of this video, I'll link a video that'll help you out with how you can link your passion and your purpose with what it is that you're actually building a business with, so you can feel fulfilled along the way with you making money. But too many people are leading with something that they love instead of adding something that they love with the painful problem that people have. So let me give you an example of this. Let's say that somebody hates editing their YouTube videos. Boom, there's a problem. Now look, you don't have to be some expert at this. You wouldn't have to be some pro editor to help somebody that hates editing their YouTube videos. You need to be a connector or a curator of a better way to solve that problem. And you would either help them save time or you would help them save money, because that's the key right there. The key is to pick a pain that people are already trying to solve with time or money. Because if people are already paying to fix it or wasting hours per week on it, you don't have to convince them to buy. You just have to show up better, faster, and simpler with a solution to their problem packaged as a digital product to offer to them so they can stop wasting their time or their money. Now, step 2, sell it before you build it. A lot of entrepreneurs and aspiring entrepreneurs have this messed up mentality of, if you build it, they will come. It's cap. No, you don't just build it and they come. You get them to come and then you build it. And I need you to know that I'm saying this with love, but you are wasting so much time. So many people are wasting time with weeks on building a website and getting all these product mock-ups and then picking what platform they should sell on and then thinking of what is a catchy title to name their product. It's just a waste of time. Look, here's the play. You make a clear promise, you get it in front of real people, and you see if they bite. That's it. So let me tell you a little story. There's this guy in my community, it's credited at the top community, and he wanted to help faceless Instagram pages or those faceless theme pages on Instagram monetize, because if you didn't know, most of those faceless theme pages and whatnot, they broke. They don't know how to make any money. They don't know how to get any business, but they do know how to garner attention. But he had no case studies, no proof of concept, right? So I told him to make a Google Doc, outline the offer, get it in front of people. That's what he did. So guess what? He closed some people on the service that he said that he was going to fulfill for them on helping them monetize their Instagram theme pages, right? He made like 5 figures and then he built the fulfillment afterwards, but he sold first. And then guess what? He documented his process while helping those people to whereas now he took that documentation that he did of fulfilling that service, he turned that into a digital product, and then he sold the digital product to the people that own the faceless theme pages on Instagram on how they can do it themselves. But he didn't waste all this time on figuring out what it was that he was going to do. He isolated a problem in the marketplace, came up with a solution to that problem, implemented that solution to the problem, documented the process, and then created a system. And system, SYSTEM, stands for saving yourself time, energy, and money, to whereas he did the work once of creating that digital product, of showing how he did it, and then he sold that to the masses of people that have Instagram theme pages and whatnot on how they can monetize it. But he wasn't sitting here waiting on, oh, what platform should I pick to sell on? Oh, what email software should I use? Oh, what should I name it? It has to be a cool name. Okay. And now what color should it be? Or what's a title for it? That stuff doesn't matter. What matters is fixing somebody else's problem. That is why somebody will pay you. And selling first does 2 things. It validates demand and it forces you to get real fast. It's like pre-selling a seat on a plane. If there's no demand, if nobody buys, then why build the plane? But if there's demand and people buy, well, now you got the cash to take off. And what really made me realize this was that I was studying Steve Madden. I don't know if you're familiar with Steve Madden, the guy that makes the women's footwear. If you've ever heard of the shoe Steve Madden, Steve Madden is an actual guy, right? But Steve Madden, he wouldn't just mass produce all these shoes and then sell them to the marketplace. Steve Madden, he would get an idea. He would make a couple batches of his idea. He would put them in his local branch in New York City. And then either he himself or his employees would stay around the store and see if people picked them up. And then they would talk to the customers. Do you like it? Do you not like it? What do you like about it? Do you like how it feels? Do you like the shape? Do you like the silhouette of it? And then if the women were buying those few batches that he made, he was like, I got a winner. Then he went and mass produced them at the factory and sold them to the marketplace. And even right now, the biggest or the richest guy on the planet, right? Elon Musk does the same exact thing with Tesla. If you can think about how Elon Musk releases every single new version of Tesla or every single new model of Tesla, he doesn't just make them and then sell them in mass production to everybody. What does he do? He pre-sells them, right? Or he validates his idea. So what Elon Musk could do is that he'll hold some type of an event to pre-launch it, then he'll build a wait list, and most likely for his wait list, he takes a deposit for that. So he makes money on the front end, and then once he has that proof of concept of people actually do want his product, he's validated that demand, then he takes the money from all those pre-orders, and then he goes makes the models of the Teslas that they bought. And then after he makes the money from that, then they mass produce them and sell them to everybody else. But the same stuff that works for people at the highest level of business, we can just take a little bit of that, pluck it out and apply it to ourselves. But we got to move fast and we have to take action. We have to take massive imperfect action. You have to stop waiting for everything to be perfect, because if you're waiting for everything to be right, then you are going to be waiting for forever. And it will only suck to spend all this time, all these months, for some people years, on coming up with something that is going to be their first product, to then see that nobody wants to do it. And then those people, they get discouraged and then they just quit stuff and say, oh, this business stuff doesn't work. Oh, this online business stuff doesn't work because, I spent so much time making this stuff and nobody wanted it. To whereas if you just move fast, created an MVP, a minimal viable product, something that is good enough to get in the hands of somebody to get them a result, and then refine and retinker that over time, that's how you win. Because in step 3, you have to obsess over feedback loops. And here's where 99% of people fail. They launch something and then they ignore the data. You have to listen aggressively. So every no is data. Every not sure is gold. Every, this sounds interesting is a signal. When people don't buy, ask why. And when people do buy, ask what sold them. And look, this will separate you amongst an online digital world. Most people trying to make money online, they're just trying to strictly stay online. But I'm telling you, the more analog that you can stay in the digital space, that is what is going to separate you. And when I say staying analog in the digital space, I'm saying the more that you can actually talk to people, the more that you can actually get feedback, the more that you can actually speak to your target customer, that you can speak to your actual leads, that is going to separate you, because most people are not doing that at all. And that's why most people are just running around here like a chicken with their head cut off, because they don't even know what people want. They don't even know what people need, because they ain't talking to nobody. And if you don't have any customers to get any feedback from, give your stuff away for free so you can talk to people and see what they have to say about it. A lot of people are missing out on the opportunities of a lifetime because a paycheck isn't attached to it. You know how much stuff I've given away for free just to get honest feedback from people so I can see what it is that I need to work on? I've even personally coached people for free just so I can get a testimonial of some stuff that I'm saying actually works, because I need to get some proof. There's this one guy that I know. He sold his software company for $100 million. Well, guess what? When he first built the software, he gave it away to people for free so he can get some feedback on if it's working for them or whatnot. He joined a mastermind group, and the first people that he gave his software to were in that mastermind group that he was in. And he gave it to them for free because the software were made for people like them in the actual business that they were in. A couple years ago, he sold his company for $100 million, but that started off with him giving some stuff away for free. Yes, we do want to make money online. Yes, we do want to grow our online business, but the separator is us staying as analog as possible in a digital world, to where we can see and feel and know what the people want, know what they're saying, know what it is that they're desiring. And you have to be obsessed on staying in a constant feedback loop. And one tweet to your headline, one word added to your promise can 2x conversions. You need to think like a scientist. Think, measure, and adjust. You're not building a business. You're running experiments until one of them hit. And that mindset shift is what separates people that are grinding for 12 months of the year and then quit versus people that scale fast, like all them that you see on the screen right now. So if you're ready to make more working less online from stuff that you already know, go ahead and click the link down in the description. Join the It's Crowded at the Top community. For weekly coaching from myself, all my exclusive trainings, plus a private community of entrepreneurs, all designed to grow your business online. It's only $97 a month to join right now. That's less than a cup of coffee per day. So click the link down in the description to tap in, and I see you on our coaching call this Wednesday. But I'm telling you, this stuff is simple, and the simple stuff scales. It's all the fancy stuff and the overcomplicated stuff that fails. Remember that simple scales and fancy fails. And if you've already launched something and it's not selling, then it's probably not your product. It's probably the way that you're framing it. So you need to raise your price, simplify your message, and tighten your outcome. And this is what I mean by this. If somebody had some type of product to where they were helping small businesses, let's say, don't say I help small businesses. Say I help small businesses make 10K a month in 90 days, or it's free. Or if somebody was in health, right? Don't say like I help people lose weight. You're going to say something like I help overworked moms lose 20 pounds within the next 90 days. See the difference? Same thing, better framing. And if nobody's buying it for $200, raise the price to $800. It might sound crazy to you, but more clarity with a higher price equals more perceived value. So go ahead and click the link down in the description if you want to tap into the community. And I'll see you on our coaching call this Wednesday. Go ahead and check out this video right here about how you can actually add your purpose and your passion with actual profits. It's Crowded at the Top.